Hello everyone, welcome to the Mute Land channel. Have you ever pondered over the turbulent past of Afghanistan, often referred to as the graveyard of empires? Positioned in the heart of Central Asia amid tough mountains and barren deserts, Afghanistan's strategic geographical advantage has turned it into a junction of various civilizations, a coveted target for rulers and a combat zone for empires. Its history, stretching over 2,000 years, is a vibrant blend of cultural interactions, invasions and opposition. From the reign of the Achaemenids to the Mongols, the Mughals to the British, and the Soviets to the Taliban, numerous empires have risen and fallen on the soils of Afghanistan, each leaving a distinctive mark on its land and inhabitants. The reasons why this landlocked nation has continued to be a center of attention throughout history form an intriguing narrative of geography, culture, and an unyielding spirit. As we initiate this voyage of exploration and comprehension, we will demystify the enigma and charm of this tenacious nation. Stick with me until the end of the video as we unravel the many wars that have shaped the course of Afghanistan's history. Our journey begins with the Achaemenid Empire, the first to rule over Afghanistan around 500 BCE. This grand empire, under the leadership of Cyrus the Great, brought unity and order to a region marked by a rich tapestry of cultures and tribes. But this period of stability was not to last forever. Enter Alexander the Great, the young and ambitious Macedonian conqueror. Around 300 BCE, Alexander's forces swept through Afghanistan, toppling the Achaemenid rule. His invasion sparked a remarkable cultural fusion. Greek and Persian traditions intertwined, leaving a lasting legacy in the region. This blending of cultures led to the establishment of the Greco-Bactrian kingdom, a testament to the enduring influence of Alexander's rule. The kingdom stood as a beacon of Hellenistic culture, right in the heart of Asia. But as history would prove, Afghanistan's strategic location made it a coveted prize for empires. The reign of Alexander was just the beginning of Afghanistan's storied history of invasions. Fast forward to the 7th century AD, when the Islamic conquest introduced a new faith to the region. The Arab Muslims, carrying the banner of Islam, swept across the Persian Empire. Afghanistan, a part of this vast empire, was not spared. This was a time of profound change, as the people of Afghanistan embraced Islam, leaving behind their old faiths and adopting the Arabic script for their languages. But the Islamic conquest was not just about religion. It brought with it a wave of cultural and intellectual exchange. Afghanistan became a melting pot of Arab, Persian and local cultures. The cities flourished with scholars, poets and artists who made significant contributions to Islamic civilization. Just as the region was basking in this golden age, the winds of change began to blow again. This time they came from the east, bearing the thundering hooves of the Mongol hordes. In the 13th century, led by the fearsome Genghis Khan, the Mongols swept across Asia. They left behind a trail of destruction, and Afghanistan was no exception. The Mongol invasion was brutal. Cities were razed to the ground, libraries burned, and countless lives lost. But out of this chaos rose the Ilkhanate, a Mongol state which brought a semblance of order back to the region. The Mongols, much like the Arabs before them, left their mark on Afghanistan. They introduced their laws, customs, and even their script, which was used alongside Arabic. Despite the destruction they wrought, the Mongols also inadvertently ushered in a new era of cultural exchange. Their empire connected East and West, facilitating the exchange of ideas, goods, and technologies. This period, despite its violent beginning, was another chapter in the rich tapestry of Afghanistan's history. The Mongol invasion left a lasting impact, marking a period of significant change in Afghanistan's history. After the Mongols came the era of the Timurid Empire and the Mughal rule. As the dust settled from the Mongol conquests, a new power arose in the form of the Timurid Empire, founded by the ferocious warrior Timur, also known as Tamerlane. This period, stretching from the late 14th to the early 16th century, was marked by a cultural renaissance that left a lasting imprint on the region. The Timurids were not mere conquerors. They were also great patrons of the arts, literature and architecture. The capital, Herat, became a beacon of culture, attracting poets, artists and scholars. The Timurid Renaissance, as it's often called, saw the fusion of Persian, Mongol and various local cultures, creating a unique blend that would influence the greater Islamic world. With the decline of the Timurid Empire, the reins of power were eventually seized by the Mughals in the 16th century. The Mughals, descendants of both Timur and Genghis Khan, established a vast empire that extended across the Indian subcontinent. Afghanistan, specifically the city of Kabul, played a pivotal role during the Mughal era. It was more than a strategic outpost on the empire's northwestern frontier. It was also a prized possession for its location on the Silk Road, the ancient trade route connecting east and west. Kabul's importance was further magnified by its status as a cultural hub and the site of exquisite architecture, such as the Gardens of Babur, a testament to Mughal grandeur. Under the Mughals, Afghanistan enjoyed a period of relative calm and prosperity. Trade flourished, arts thrived, and the society, though under foreign rule, experienced a level of stability that had been elusive in the preceding centuries. The Mughal rule was a period of relative peace, but this was soon to change. As history has shown, empires rise and fall, and periods of peace are often precursors to times of turmoil. This was certainly the case for Afghanistan, a land at the crossroads of civilizations and a stage for the relentless drama of human history. The 18th century marks the rise of the native Durrani Empire, followed by a series of invasions by the British and the Soviets. As the 18th century dawned, the Durrani Empire emerged as a beacon of native power in Afghanistan. Founded by Ahmad Shah Durrani, often considered the founder of the modern state of Afghanistan, the empire was a significant force in the region. It expanded its influence from Central Asia to Delhi, creating a formidable empire that left an indelible mark on the region's history. However, the tranquility of the Durrani era was disrupted by the onset of the Anglo-Afghan Wars. These were three separate conflicts that spanned almost a century, starting from the early 19th century. The British, seeking to expand their empire and curb Russian influence, repeatedly clashed with the Afghan forces. Yet, despite the might of the British Empire, the Afghan people fiercely defended their homeland. Their resistance, fueled by an indomitable spirit, left the British with no choice but to recognize Afghanistan's independence after the Third Anglo-Afghan War. But peace was short-lived. As the 20th century approached, another superpower set its sights on Afghanistan. The Soviet Union, under the guise of supporting a friendly government, invaded Afghanistan in the late 20th century. The Afghan people, however, were not easily subdued. They resisted the Soviets just as they had resisted the British, sparking a conflict that lasted nearly a decade. This resistance, often against overwhelming odds, is a testament to the resilience of the Afghan people. No matter how powerful the invader, they have consistently risen to defend their land and their freedom. It's a theme that echoes through the annals of Afghan history, from the rise of the Durrani Empire to the bloody conflicts of the 20th century. The Afghan resistance against foreign invasion is a recurring theme in its history. In the recent past, Afghanistan has seen more war and conflict with the rise and fall of the Taliban. The civil war that began in the early 90s was a tumultuous period, with different factions vying for control. Amidst this chaos, a group emerged, driven by a stringent interpretation of Islamic law. This group, known as the Taliban, swiftly took control of the country by the mid-90s, establishing an oppressive regime. As the new millennium dawned, global attention turned towards Afghanistan, following the horrific events of September 11, 2001. The Taliban's refusal to hand over Osama bin Laden, the mastermind behind these attacks, led to a US-led invasion. This marked the beginning of the war in Afghanistan, the longest war in US history. This foreign intervention aimed at dismantling the Taliban and denying al-Qaeda a safe base of operations. Over time, this mission evolved into nation-building, an attempt to establish a democratic government and improve civil rights. However, the task proved more complex than anticipated, with the Taliban managing to survive and regroup. Fast forward to recent years, we see a new chapter in Afghanistan's history. The US and Taliban signed an agreement in Doha, Qatar in February 2020, setting the stage for the withdrawal of foreign troops. However, this has led to a resurgence of the Taliban, and once again, the Afghan people find themselves caught in the crossfire of power struggles. Throughout these conflicts, it's crucial to remember the ordinary Afghan citizens who bear the brunt of these upheavals. They've shown remarkable resilience, enduring decades of war, political instability, and social upheaval. Their struggles are a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure and adapt. Despite the numerous wars, Afghanistan's spirit remains unbroken, its history a testament to resilience. From the Achaemenids to the Taliban, Afghanistan's history is a complex tapestry of conflict and resilience. We've traversed through time, witnessing epochs marked by great empires like the Achaemenids, the Mongols, the Timurids, and the Mughals. We've seen the Islamic conquests, the Soviet invasion, and the rise of the Taliban, each event shaping the nation's story in its unique way. This journey through Afghanistan's history underscores the resilience of its people who have withstood countless conflicts and yet have managed to preserve their rich cultural heritage. Understanding this past is crucial to making sense of the Afghanistan we see today, a nation still grappling with conflicts, yet imbued with an indomitable spirit. As we delve into the annals of history, we are reminded that history is never static. It's a continuously unfolding narrative, influenced by the events of the past and shaping the course of the future. While the future remains uncertain, one thing is clear: Afghanistan's history is far from over. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Afghanistan's tumultuous yet fascinating history. We hope this exploration has offered you a deeper perspective into the resilience and spirit of the Afghan people, their complex past, and the challenges they continue to face. If you've enjoyed this video and found it informative, please show your support by subscribing to our channel. Your subscription helps us continue to create more content like this. Don't forget to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments section below. Did you learn something new about Afghanistan's history? Is there a particular era or event that you found most intriguing? We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for your time and for being a part of our learning community. Remember, history is an ongoing conversation, and your engagement keeps that conversation alive. Until our next historical journey, stay curious and keep